Picture this. You're in your 60s, vibrant and full of energy, having worked hard, raised a family, built a career, and accumulated a lifetime of experiences that shape your perspective. You feel young at heart, ready to embrace this next chapter with enthusiasm and purpose. Yet, when the lights dim and intimacy beckons, something undeniably feels off. A subtle disconnect between your vibrant spirit and your body's response. That spark, that effortless connection you once knew, seems harder to ignite, less reliable. You might notice it takes longer to get going. The stamina isn't quite what it used to be, or the intensity has diminished, leaving you frustrated or even a little embarrassed. This isn't a reflection of diminished desire or love. It's a whisper of the complex biological shifts occurring beneath the surface. Crucially, you are absolutely not alone in this experience. It's a shared, often unspoken reality for countless men navigating the natural journey of aging. But here's the empowering truth. What if these shifts weren't an inevitable sentence to decline? What if you could naturally, safely, and effectively regain that foundational strength, rebuild unwavering confidence in your abilities, and rediscover satisfying performance without resorting to drastic measures? The potential is real, and it often lies closer than you think, potentially right within your pantry or refrigerator. Today, we're diving deep, beyond the surface chatter, into 3 fundamental, scientifically backed vitamins that can act as genuine game changers for men in their prime years. These aren't exotic, hard-to-find supplements peddled with unrealistic promises. They are essential nutrients, foundational building blocks your body desperately needs to function optimally. Chances are high you already have them somewhere in your kitchen, nestled among your groceries. But the critical question isn't just about having them, it's about understanding how they work synergistically within your body. And crucially, are you using them in the right way to unlock their maximum potential? Are you consuming them in forms your aging body can readily absorb? Are you pairing them with other nutrients that enhance their efficacy? Are you getting enough, consistently? This nuanced understanding is where true transformation begins. Stick with me all the way through, because we won't just list these vitamins. We'll meticulously break down their mechanisms of action, explore the compelling science demonstrating their impact on male vitality, provide actionable strategies for optimal intake through both diet and thoughtful supplementation, and discuss realistic timelines for noticing benefits. We'll explore how these simple yet profoundly powerful nutrients, when harnessed correctly, can genuinely transform not just your intimate life, but your overall energy, mood, and sense of well-being, helping you feel more like your vibrant self again. And hey, before we dive deep into the science and strategies, let's foster connection right now. Drop a quick comment below sharing where you're tuning in from, whether it's a bustling city, a quiet countryside town, or somewhere in between. This journey is richer when shared. Let's build a supportive community of men who are proactively taking charge of their health, sharing insights, encouragement, and experiences. There's strength in numbers and shared purpose. Now let's roll up our sleeves and get into the heart of the matter, starting with understanding the often misunderstood landscape of aging and male performance.
The hidden truth about aging and performance is far more nuanced than simple decline. Aging is an entirely natural, universal process, a testament to the life you've lived. However, it absolutely does not have to equate to passively slowing down, resigning yourself to diminished capacity, or accepting a lower quality of life, especially in domains as vital as intimacy and vitality. The biological narrative involves a series of subtle, interconnected changes. Over time, it's well documented that testosterone levels, the very hormone that fuels male drive, muscle mass, bone density, and yes, sexual function, naturally begin a gradual dip. This decline isn't usually abrupt, but a slow ebb that accumulates over years. Concurrently, the efficiency of our circulatory system undergoes changes. Blood vessels can lose some elasticity. Blood flow might not be as robust or as readily directed as it once was. impacting everything from cardiovascular health to the precise vascular mechanisms required for strong erections. Furthermore, the cumulative effects of stress, whether from work, relationships, finances, or health concerns, take a significantly heavier toll on our bodies as we age. Our stress response systems can become less resilient, leading to chronically elevated cortisol levels, which directly antagonize testosterone and disrupt numerous bodily functions. The combined result of these shifts manifests in ways men experience daily. Lower overall energy levels, making physical activity feel more taxing, less stamina affecting endurance in all aspects of life, and, inevitably, a noticeable decline in sexual performance. Difficulties with arousal, achieving or maintaining firm erections, reduced ejaculatory force, or a longer recovery time between encounters. This constellation of changes can chip away at confidence and create a frustrating cycle where worry about performance further inhibits it. The truly empowering good news is this: while we cannot stop the clock, nature in its profound wisdom has equipped us with powerful, accessible tools to actively fight back against these age-related declines and reclaim vitality. The right vitamins, consumed consistently and in optimal forms and amounts, can work remarkable wonders. They act as essential cofactors in thousands of biochemical reactions, supporting the very systems that falter, improving endothelial function for better blood flow, enhancing mitochondrial efficiency for sustained energy production, supporting nerve health for optimal sensation and signaling, and modulating hormone activity. They are fundamental to helping your body repair, regenerate, and function at a higher level, enabling you to feel stronger, more energetic, and authentically like your confident self again. So which specific vitamins deserve your focused attention above others in this quest? Let's meticulously unpack the science and practical application of each powerhouse nutrient to find out.
Vitamin number 1 stands as a cornerstone for numerous bodily functions, earning its reputation as the sunshine vitamin for a fundamental reason. Your skin synthesizes it when exposed to the ultraviolet B, UVB, rays in sunlight. Imagine this common scenario. You wake up after what should have been a restful night, yet you feel inexplicably sluggish, weighed down. Your body feels heavier than it should, movements require more effort, and even your baseline energy levels seem persistently lower than you remember. You might chalk it up solely to just getting older, a vague and disempowering explanation. Possibly, aging plays a role, but what if the primary culprit, the silent saboteur sapping your vigor and impacting far more than you realize, is something surprisingly common and correctable, a significant vitamin D deficiency? The statistics are genuinely shocking and underscore a widespread public health issue. More than 40% of adults over the age of 60 are documented to have clinically low levels of vitamin D. This percentage isn't static. It climbs dramatically higher during the winter months in temperate climates, when sunlight intensity and duration plummet, and people naturally spend more time bundled up indoors. For those living in northern latitudes or urban environments with high pollution that blocks UVB rays, deficiency can be a year-round struggle. Why is this deficiency such a critical problem for men's vitality, particularly concerning performance? Because vitamin D is not just about bone health. It is directly and profoundly linked to cardiovascular function, blood flow, and circulation, two absolutely crucial physiological factors for achieving and, critically, maintaining strong, long-lasting erections. The mechanism is elegant and well-studied. Vitamin D acts as a potent regulator, significantly influencing the production and activity of nitric oxide, NO, within the endothelial lining of your blood vessels. Nitric oxide is a powerful signaling molecule, often dubbed the master vasodilator. Its primary function is to relax the smooth muscle within blood vessel walls. When your vessels relax and dilate, blood flows more freely and with less resistance. Enhanced circulation means oxygen-rich blood reaches every capillary bed efficiently, including those intricate networks within the penile tissue responsible for engorgement during an erection. Robust blood flow is the non-negotiable physical requirement for firmness and sustainability.
Compelling clinical studies consistently show that men who achieve and maintain optimal serum levels of vitamin D, generally considered above 30 ng per milliliter or 75 nanomoles per liter, though some functional medicine practitioners advocate for levels closer to 50 nanograms per milliliter for optimal health, experience tangible benefits. Significantly stronger erections, improved ability to sustain those erections, enhanced overall sexual satisfaction, and better general sexual health markers. Conversely, if you're chronically deficient in vitamin D, the opposite cascade occurs. Impaired nitric oxide production leads to endothelial dysfunction. Your blood vessels don't relax properly, remaining constricted. Poor circulation inevitably follows, acting as a major contributor to weaker, less reliable erections. This vascular insufficiency doesn't just affect sexual function. It manifests as persistent low energy, muscle weakness, increased susceptibility to infections, low mood, and significantly elevates the risk for serious cardiovascular issues like hypertension and atherosclerosis, creating a detrimental cycle. So how can you effectively and safely get more of this vital nutrient into your system? The strategies are multifaceted. First and foremost is sensible, regular sunlight exposure. Aim for at least 15 to 20 minutes of direct sun on large areas of skin, like arms, legs, back, daily. Ideally during the late morning or afternoon when UVB rays are present, but the sun's intensity isn't at its peak, reducing UVA damage risk. Avoid sunscreen during this short exposure window as it blocks the very UVB rays needed for synthesis. Second, strategically incorporate vitamin D-rich foods into your regular diet. Excellent sources include fatty fish, like wild-caught salmon, tuna, mackerel, and sardines. Mushrooms exposed to ultraviolet light, check labels. Egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens, and fortified foods such as milk, dairy and plant-based alternatives, orange juice, and some cereals. Third, given the challenges of adequate sun exposure, climate, skin tone, age-related reduced skin synthesis efficiency, and dietary sufficiency, a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement is often not just beneficial but necessary for achieving optimal levels, especially for men over 60. D3 is the form most readily utilized by the human body, superior to D2, ergocalciferol. Dosage is highly individual and should ideally be determined based on a blood test. While general maintenance doses often range from 1,000 IU to 5,000 IU daily, some individuals with significant deficiencies may require higher, medically supervised loading doses initially. This is absolutely non-negotiable. Always consult with your doctor before initiating any new supplement regimen. They can order a simple blood test, 25-hydroxyvitamin D, to establish your baseline, recommend an appropriate dosage based on your results and health status, and monitor your levels periodically to ensure safety and efficacy, particularly important due to vitamin D's fat-soluble nature, meaning it can accumulate in the body. Countless men report noticeable positive shifts within just a few weeks of diligently maintaining proper vitamin D levels, a tangible lift in daily energy, an improved, more stable mood, reducing irritability and low feelings, and crucially, a marked improvement in sexual performance, including stronger, more sustainable erections and heightened sensation. Vitamin number 2, often referred to as the energy igniter, is absolutely critical for neurological function and cellular metabolism. Vitamin B12, cobalamin, plays such a foundational role that a deficiency can profoundly impact your sense of vitality. Do you ever experience that frustrating sensation of being utterly drained, physically sluggish, or mentally foggy, even after what seemed like a full, uninterrupted night's sleep? You wake up feeling like you barely rested, your mind feels clouded, focusing on tasks requires Herculean effort, and your body just doesn't want to cooperate with the energy you expect. This pervasive fatigue isn't just being tired, it's a deep, persistent weariness. Rest assured, you are emphatically not alone in grappling with these debilitating symptoms. Millions of men navigating life beyond 60 experience this exact constellation of issues, significantly impacting their quality of life and sense of self. One surprisingly common yet frequently overlooked underlying reason is a deficiency in vitamin B12. This powerhouse nutrient is indispensable for 3 absolutely vital functions intimately tied to male vitality. First, it is central to cellular energy production.
B12 acts as an essential coenzyme in the intricate metabolic pathways that convert the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins you eat into adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, the fundamental currency of energy that powers every single cell in your body. Without sufficient B12, this conversion process becomes inefficient, leading directly to persistent fatigue, profound weakness, and that feeling of being constantly sapped of power. Second, it is paramount for healthy nerve function and maintenance. B12 is crucial for the synthesis of myelin, the protective fatty sheath that insulates nerve fibers, much like the insulation on an electrical wire. This myelin ensures rapid and efficient transmission of nerve impulses. Healthy nerve signaling is absolutely critical for precise muscle coordination, reflexes, and crucially for sensory perception and the complex neural signaling involved in sexual arousal, sensation, and response. Third, it plays a vital role in blood circulation and oxygen transport. B12 is essential for the proper formation and maturation of red blood cells within your bone marrow. Healthy red blood cells are packed with hemoglobin, the molecule responsible for binding and carrying life-giving oxygen from your lungs to every single tissue and organ throughout your body. Efficient oxygen delivery is non-negotiable for physical stamina, cognitive function, and, critically, for the energy demands of sexual performance and the health of the reproductive system itself. When your body lacks sufficient B12, the consequences manifest in ways that directly undermine vitality. Debilitating fatigue and low stamina, a constant feeling of being drained even after adequate rest, significantly weakened endurance affecting both general physical activities and specifically sexual stamina, frustrating brain fog and poor focus, noticeable trouble concentrating, unwelcome forgetfulness, and pervasive mental sluggishness that makes even simple tasks feel arduous. The problem intensifies with age due to physiological changes. As we grow older, our stomachs often produce less hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor, a protein essential for B12 absorption in the small intestine. Furthermore, conditions like atrophic mastitis, inflammation of the stomach lining, become more common, and the use of certain medications, like proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux or metformin for diabetes, can further hinder absorption. This means that even if you consume B12-rich foods, your aging body may struggle to extract and utilize it effectively, making deficiency extremely prevalent among older adults, often creeping in subtly over years. How can you effectively and reliably increase your B12 levels to combat this fuel? The approach needs to be multi-pronged. First, consciously increase your intake of B12-rich foods. Prioritize lean animal proteins, poultry like chicken and turkey, beef, especially liver, an exceptionally rich source, eggs, the yolk contains the B12, and dairy products such as milk, yogurt, and cheese. Seafood is another excellent source. Salmon, trout, tuna, shrimp, clams, and mussels are packed with bioavailable B12. For those following vegetarian or vegan diets, fortified foods become absolutely essential. Look for fortified nutritional yeast, a powerhouse source, fortified plant-based milks, soy, almond, oat, and fortified breakfast cereals. Second, given the well-documented absorption challenges in the aging population, supplementation is frequently necessary and highly effective. A high-quality sublingual B12 supplement, methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin forms, are often preferred for better utilization over cyanocobalamin. Dissolved under the tongue can bypass potential gut absorption issues. For individuals with severe deficiency, confirmed malabsorption issues, or pernicious anemia, an autoimmune condition destroying intrinsic factor, B12 injections administered by a healthcare professional provide the most direct route to rapidly restore depleted levels, often leading to noticeable improvements in energy and neurological symptoms within weeks. Men who successfully boost their B12 intake, whether through diligent dietary focus or targeted supplementation, consistently report transformative effects, feeling significantly more energized throughout the day, experiencing clearer, sharper mental focus and reduced brain fog, enjoying increased physical activity levels with less fatigue, and crucially, observing a huge positive difference in both general stamina and specifically sexual stamina and overall well-being, restoring a sense of vitality they thought was lost. Vitamin number 3, often historically dubbed the fertility vitamin due to early research, is a potent fat-soluble antioxidant that plays a far broader role in men's health, particularly concerning vascular integrity and hormonal balance. Vitamin E
isn't a single compound. It's a family of 8 related molecules, 4 tocopherols and 4 tocotrienols, with alpha-tocopherol being the most abundant and studied form in the human body. Its primary function is to protect cell membranes from oxidative stress, the relentless damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. Oxidative stress is recognized as one of the most significant biological culprits behind accelerated aging, reduced circulation efficiency, declining tissue health, and diminished sexual performance. It's like internal rust, gradually degrading cellular machinery. Here's why maintaining optimal vitamin E levels is non-negotiable for sustaining men's health as they age. Primarily, it significantly enhances blood circulation and vascular health. Vitamin E helps maintain the flexibility and integrity of your blood vessels. It inhibits the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, bad cholesterol, a key step in the formation of arterial plaques or atherosclerosis. It also supports the health of the endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels, promoting the production of nitric oxide and preventing excessive platelet clumping. Healthy, flexible, unclogged vessels are fundamental for strong, reliable blood flow. Since achieving and maintaining a firm erection is entirely dependent on a rapid, robust influx of blood into the penile chambers, poor circulation stands as one of the most prevalent physical causes of erectile dysfunction, or ED. Therefore, maintaining optimal blood vessel function through nutrients like vitamin E is absolutely crucial for sexual health. Furthermore, vitamin E is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. Chronic low-grade inflammation is increasingly recognized as a root cause of numerous age-related diseases. It damages the delicate endothelial lining of arteries, contributes to heart disease, stiffens vessels, and can impair the function of the reproductive system. Vitamin E acts as a natural shield, helping to quell this damaging inflammatory fire, thereby supporting cardiovascular resilience and creating a healthier internal environment conducive to overall wellness and sexual function. Importantly, vitamin E also plays a supportive role in hormone regulation, particularly concerning testosterone. While not a direct precursor, adequate vitamin E levels are associated with healthier Leydig cells in the testes, the cells responsible for testosterone production, and may help protect testosterone molecules from oxidative damage. Low testosterone levels are a well-established contributor to decreased libido, sex drive, weaker erections, reduced ejaculatory force, and lower overall energy levels. By supporting the endocrine system and mitigating oxidative stress on reproductive tissues, vitamin E contributes to maintaining healthier testosterone activity as you navigate the years. How can you practically and effectively increase your vitamin E intake through everyday choices? Focus on incorporating rich dietary sources. Make nuts and seeds a go-to snack. Almonds, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, pine nuts, and peanuts are exceptionally dense in vitamin E. A small handful provides a significant portion of your daily needs. Utilize healthy oils rich in vitamin E for cooking and dressings. Drizzle extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed is best, liberally over salads, steamed vegetables, or cooked grains. Wheat germ oil is one of the most concentrated sources, but use it unheated. Sunflower oil and safflower oil, high oleic versions are preferable, are also good options. Incorporate more dark leafy greens into your meals. Spinach, Swiss chard, kale, collard greens, and turnip greens are excellent sources of vitamin E, along with providing a wealth of other antioxidants, vitamins like K, A, and C, minerals, and fiber that synergistically support overall health and sexual function. Avocados and certain fruits like mangoes and kiwi fruit also contribute smaller amounts. While severe vitamin E deficiency is relatively rare in developed countries, many men still consume suboptimal amounts, especially if their diets are low in healthy fats and plant-based foods. Even a mild or chronic marginal deficiency can insidiously contribute to reduced antioxidant defenses, increased inflammation, less flexible blood vessels, and consequently poorer circulation, potentially weaker erections, and lower sexual performance over time. Start consciously adding these delicious and nutritious foods to your daily diet today to proactively keep your vascular system supple, your cells protected, and your body functioning closer to its peak potential.
Beyond vitamins, achieving and sustaining peak vitality after 60 demands a holistic approach, a winning formula where essential nutrients synergize powerfully with foundational lifestyle habits. Vitamins D, B12, and E are potent tools, indispensable allies in your corner, but they reach their maximum transformative potential when integrated into a framework of overall wellness. If you genuinely aspire to optimize critical factors like circulation, testosterone levels, energy production, and sexual health, here's a deeper dive into the key pillars to focus on and integrate into your daily rhythm. First, prioritize consistent physical activity. Exercise is not optional, it's medicine. Regular movement dramatically improves endothelial function, directly enhancing blood flow throughout the body, including to the pelvic region. It stimulates the production of nitric oxide, the same molecule boosted by vitamin D. Exercise, particularly resistance training, lifting weights, using resistance bands, body weight exercises like squats and push-ups, and high-intensity interval training, HIIT, has been shown to acutely boost testosterone levels and improve insulin sensitivity. Furthermore, it keeps muscles strong and metabolically active, supports healthy body weight, reducing estrogen production in fat tissue, and improves cardiovascular fitness, which is intrinsically linked to sexual stamina and performance. Crucially, you don't need to train like an Olympian. Consistency trumps intensity. Aim for a blend. Incorporate moderate aerobic exercise like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling for 30 minutes most days to get your heart pumping. Engage in strength training targeting major muscle groups at least twice a week to build and maintain muscle mass, vital for metabolism and testosterone. And include flexibility and balance work like yoga or Tai Chi, which also reduce stress and improve mind-body connection. Find activities you genuinely enjoy. This makes adherence far more likely. Second, master the art of stress management. Chronic, unrelenting stress is a silent killer of vitality. It triggers the sustained release of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Chronically elevated cortisol directly suppresses the production of testosterone, disrupts healthy sleep patterns, increases inflammation, contributes to hypertension, and significantly reduces libido. Effectively managing stress is therefore not a luxury, but a non-negotiable component of reclaiming your health and performance. Develop a toolkit of techniques. Explore mindfulness meditation or guided imagery apps. Practice deep diaphragmatic breathing exercises, like box breathing, several times a day, especially during tense moments. Engage in hobbies that bring you genuine joy and absorption, whether it's gardening, playing music, woodworking, or fishing. Foster positive social connections and talk about your worries. Consider spending time in nature, forest bathing, and don't underestimate the power of simply saying no to unnecessary demands to protect your peace. Third, prioritize high-quality sleep with unwavering commitment. Sleep is not downtime, it's prime time for profound biological restoration. It's during deep sleep stages that your pituitary gland releases pulses of growth hormone, crucial for tissue repair and muscle building. Crucially, a significant portion of your daily testosterone production occurs during sleep, particularly during the REM cycles. Poor sleep quality, insufficient sleep duration, or sleep disorders like sleep apnea directly sabotage this vital recovery and hormone production process. The consequences are immediate and far-reaching. Pronounced daytime fatigue, significantly reduced physical and mental energy, impaired cognitive function, heightened irritability, increased inflammation, and notably, weaker sexual performance and reduced libido. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality, uninterrupted sleep per night as a non-negotiable foundation. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime ritual, warm bath, reading, gentle stretching. Optimize your sleep environment, cool, dark, quiet, comfortable mattress or pillows. Limit exposure to blue light from screens for at least an hour before bed, and avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. If you snore heavily or suspect sleep apnea, seek medical evaluation. Treatment can be life-changing. By consciously and consistently combining targeted, optimal nutrition, ensuring ample vitamins D, B12, E, and other essential nutrients, regular physical activity tailored to your abilities, proactive and effective stress management techniques, and prioritizing deep and restorative sleep, you create a powerful synergy. This integrated approach doesn't just help you maintain strength and confidence, it actively helps you feel demonstrably younger, more energetic, resilient, mentally sharp, and truly ready to embrace all aspects of life with renewed vigor and capacity, including a fulfilling and satisfying intimate life.
Final thoughts bring us to the crucial point of transition from knowledge to empowered action. By now, you possess a deeper understanding of the 3 foundational vitamins that can significantly influence your vitality journey. Vitamin D, acting as the sunshine catalyst for robust nitric oxide production and significantly improved blood flow, laying the vascular groundwork for performance. Vitamin B12, serving as the essential cellular energy igniter and nerve protector, combating fatigue and brain fog to restore stamina and mental clarity. And vitamin E, functioning as the ultimate circulation guardian and antioxidant shield, protecting blood vessels, reducing inflammation, and supporting healthy testosterone activity. This knowledge, however, remains merely theoretical potential until you consciously decide to implement it. Information without application yields no transformation. So here's my direct question to you, a call to reflection and commitment. Which of these vital nutrients resonates most with your current experience? Which deficiency do you suspect might be the primary bottleneck holding you back? The low energy of B12, the circulatory limitations hinted at by vitamin D or E, or perhaps a combination? Take a moment for honest self-assessment. Let me know your thoughts and priority in the comments below. Sharing your focus can inspire others and foster our growing community. If this exploration into science-backed strategies for reclaiming your vitality resonated with you, provided clarity, or offered new hope, don't forget to like. It signals the value of this information, and subscribe for ongoing practical advice grounded in research, not hype. We'll continue to delve into men's health, natural optimization, and strategies for thriving through the decades. And if you've read diligently all the way through to this final sentence, demonstrating your genuine commitment to taking proactive charge of your health and well-being, drop a simple "I stayed until the end" in the comments below. I'll recognize it as a powerful sign of your dedication to reclaiming your strength, confidence, and vibrant life. This journey is yours to own, step by step, choice by choice. Thanks for investing this time in yourself. Your future vitality is worth it. Catch you in the next step towards optimal living.